Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we are going to be discussing episode 8 of Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 1, entitled I Will Be the Danger. Just for a quick warning, this review will indeed contain spoilers for the episode at hand. If you have not yet seen this episode, you might want to watch it before you check out this review. Might just make for a better experience overall. And also, this review will just contain my own opinion. We're going to be discussing the good about this episode, then we'll discuss some of the bad parts, and finally, towards the very end of this video, I will give the episode a score out of 10, again, just based on my own opinion. So fortunately, the episode starts off pretty strong in my opinion. We get a nice flashback to Wildfire's origin story. I'm not really sure what realm she's from, nor am I sure exactly what her powers are. More on that later, but she was raised by Heatwave and a robot, the Heatwave dragon that is. Not sure where she came from again, not sure what realm she arrived in, what realm she's from, but I love the flashback. Even with minimal dialogue, it still packed a punch. It was super cute, super thoughtful. Again, just showing that this season has a heart to it. And I like that. It has some type of soul. I enjoyed seeing more of Wildfire's powers as well, and her motivation. She is certainly going to be the new muscle of the ninja team if I had to take a guess, and I think she fits that role rather well. Also in this episode, we have ourselves a bit of a battle between the dragons and Imperium. The dragons are running rampant throughout Imperium, making for a pretty fun and exciting chase sequence. And it's just pure chaos. It definitely makes up for the boring parts of the last episode, that's for sure. And I loved seeing these dragons just cause so much trouble to Imperium, especially with everything that we've learned about them throughout the past couple of episodes. They deserve this 100%. And along with the dragons trashing Imperium, we also have a fight between Sora and some of the higher-ups of Imperium. Like I said, the episode is pretty much 90% action, but the 10% that isn't also intrigued me. We have ourselves a really interesting scene featuring Kai at the monastery with a mysterious force attempting to communicate with him. It takes him below the monastery to a strange place that nobody knew existed, and I was curious to see what exactly this was. The episode doesn't really explain it, of course, but it definitely intrigued me. Even if it did not provide an answer, it still caught my interest. This mysterious force knows Kai's name. It kind of sounds like Wu trying to communicate from somewhere else, maybe, but I guess we'll find out for sure. Maybe this season will explain that even further, and if not in part 1, then definitely part 2. Also, we had a little bit more of Empress Beatrix explored. Not as much as I would hope, though. I'm curious to see what her character is all about. Sounds like she might be more of a part 2 presence as opposed to just being in part 1, but I still have 2 episodes left, so who's to say. But overall, the episode was pretty fast-paced. I loved the pacing. It was super entertaining. I never felt bored. However, there are some things about this episode that I wasn't super keen on. Really quick, what exactly is Wildfire's power? Is it fire? Is it not fire? And another spoiler alert here for some Ninjago Dragons Rising leaks. Wildfire's power was previously reported to be heat, not fire. But this episode kind of hits you over the head with the fact that she is a fire elemental. Aaron makes it a point to say that he only thought that one person could have a power at one given time, but apparently Wildfire is fire and not heat. The episode doesn't really touch on it. They just kind of say, oh hey, another fire elemental. Would you look at that? I'm not going to knock any points for that. I just thought it was super confusing. It doesn't really line up with previous leaks and spoilers, so it's also kind of hard to take Imperium seriously in this episode, and this is a genuine complaint. Why does Imperium seem super inconsistent, especially in this episode? They're kind of all over the place. Some of the lower level grunts are really, pathetic and overly stupid, in my opinion. The higher ups are super sadistic, super manipulative, but the lower level grunts aren't all that great. And if Imperium wants to be intimidating, if the Ninjago Dragons Rising series wants these guys to be intimidating villains, why not just make them all super consistent with each other? Why not make them all dangerous threats? I guess we just need some cannon fodder. I feel like it would be much more interesting, though, to have the ninja fight an uphill battle the entire time. Even the lower level grunts could cause some problems. But instead, we have them led by somebody like Raptin, who I can't take seriously for the life of me. And honestly, that's my only real complaint with this episode. Imperium just felt a little bit too simplistic and easy to beat compared to what we've seen previously. Overall, though, this episode was pretty exciting, pretty intriguing. It did leave me wanting a little bit more in terms of clarification and consistency, but overall, I had fun with this episode. Definitely not a bad episode. In fact, I will give it a 9 out of 10 for everything that I just listed in my review. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. That'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts here. Leave a comment down below discussing what you think about this episode, and of course, hopefully you enjoyed my review of episode 8 of Ninjago Dragons Rising. If you guys enjoyed, feel free to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Peace.